Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher. And today we're going to take a look at the Tangle Plop from Beth Snoderly. This is another one of those that just keeps popping up on my screen when I'm looking at tangle patterns. And I'm like, and I see another one up there as I just glanced over at it. There's several that just keep popping up, and I'm like, next. So this is another one. All right, I've already populated a solid borderline. This is a grid pattern, and I'm going to do this in, I usually try to just do like a four square or whatever is, kind of, sometimes I try to do the small, what do I want to say, the smallest version, so that way I can keep this as a quickie, but then at the same time show you what the potential of it. But this one almost needs to. I started it when I was playing with it, just doing a four square. And I'm like, nope, it needs to be a 9. So that's what I'm doing. All right. Once you have your square grid, then we're going to divide these in half. So a diagonal line, but we're going to alternate them. So starting one direction, come down the other direction, and then back up. And honestly, however it works best for you to do these, there is a way to it's like this. It's going to end up. This is all going to be the same, but I don't want to confuse things. So I just want to let you know as you do it. If you see the patterns that emerge, do it however it works best for you. Because it really, whoopsie, and this is why I'm just focus on it. Because sometimes if it works better for you to go, and alternate, and then this row is different than, is the opposite direction than this, and then you keep going, or you could almost do it like a checkerboard, because as you see, the diagonal is going this way on this one, skip this in the center, so there's so many ways you can do it. And while that seems like it's silly, if it helps you to like doing them better, because I know there's some people, like I said, that they don't like grids, and that's okay. We don't have to like all the tangles. Okay, then, and on my version of the step out, I decided to break it down just a little bit further uh, for the visual of it. Okay, so we're going to start looking at the diagonal that's going from the lower left to the upper right. We're going to do kind of a petal shape or a flux shape, whichever you would rather think about, like that. I did intend to hit the top, but that's okay. So I'm going from the bottom, I'm going up, and then on the next diagonal, I'm going down. Now I'm only gonna do the diagonals in this direction. So I'm gonna skip this one, and it's gonna be the same thing. The one thing I didn't do, and I'm going to play with this a little bit more, because Beth puts in, okay, and then this one is this one, in her step out, to, do a big drop, then turn your tile. And in my mind, I was thinking something different. So I just found this to be easy. So I decided, well, from looking at hers, and that's why I decided to just do my step outs. It's a little bit longer, more steps, but like I said, I wanted to break those out. And I hope that helps. And you know what? If it does, when you look at it, let me know. Because I appreciate knowing. Okay, so once we have this, then you can turn your tile. And I'm turning it counterclockwise, because this one, we're going to do, like this, I did this, from the bottom up, and then it's the same thing. So on the bottom, then I'm going up. And then I also thought, oh, well, I could just do one as a fragment, but I don't know. And that would be like one box maybe. But I thought, no, that might confuse it even more. And that's not my aim. My aim is to make tangles easier because sometimes, and especially when we're left to our own devices, right? I miss things when I'm just looking at them. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll just okay, and I'll skip things. And sometimes there's just something I find helpful about listening to somebody talk through it. Okay, so once you have all these done, number one, that looks kind of cool just as it is, right? Okay, but then in the empty corners, we're going to do smaller shapes. Same shape, just smaller. So I'm coming from this corner and just, like that. And again, I'm going to do these, same side or, the same direction. If you don't want to do it that way, if you want to just do all of them, go right ahead. And I let you know that because there's no right or wrong in Zentangle, even in how you do it. All right. And then, same thing. I'm turning the tile because I find it easier to draw it this way. And well, why don't I just start up here at the top? This step is a little bit easier because it's like you don't have to think about which direction to go with this petal shape, because there's only one space and this is the direction that we're going. The other one, though, that's where it can get a little bit confusing. But still, on my version of the step, I just wanted to separate that, like I said, just for sake of clarity and ease of seeing. And isn't that a neat pattern? Now, I love in hold on. She puts this in the variation. Let me. I might. Well, let's see. Yeah, in her variation, looks like she's got maybe she's putting some additional lines in, and of course I just decide to look at it now. Oh, I see. It just depends. So you could put additional petal shapes in these gaps if you wish. I'm not going to worry about it now because I kind of like it like this. You could also um, fill in the background if you want to. If you want to disguise things, and I might just do that. There's some options. One thing I liked about her variation was she put these little orbs in the. I'm just going to put it in the big ones. I'm going to be careful with my little orbs. Yeah, and that's if you can remember which the big ones are. Because some of mine are not necessarily, some of them look a little even shaped. You can put them in all of them if you want to, of course. It's up to you, but I just thought that this looked so neat. And I wanted to do it. I should be looking at each box, but once you get all of this stuff in here, it's sometimes so hard to tell. Which is the box? Where's the box? I think I got them all. Yeah. And so, here I'm going to share this because I think it will look neat. This is a neat way to kind of do a background as well as disguise the grid lines. And that's if you want to. And let's see, I'm going to start here. And I'm just going to do some really carefully light lines. So I'm just like tickling the tile with my pen. I like doing them this way because, and let me finish my sentence right before I interrupt myself. I like doing them light because it doesn't matter if they're straight, and in the separation it can be a little. It could be a little wonky or a little rustic, whichever way you want to think about it. And I like that. It's less pressure. And what I'm doing, though, is I'm going, here's the grid line, and see how I've disguised that. Well, here's another grid line. Oh, and actually this should have been up here. Wow, somebody loud outside. Well, and then over here in this corner, you can decide whatever you want to do. But it's, like I said, it's just a thought. And I was thinking it might look neat, not having these go. Ooh, see, yeah, these corners though. Oh, you know what the solution for that is? I'll show you. It just occurred to me. Or both of them. And then you have cheesecloth. And okay. I'm just gonna leave that one like that. Oh, maybe I just have some cheesecloth here and there. I don't know. We'll see. Or I come back and I do all of it the same way. Although some of it, like this, is at a diagonal. And say, well, yeah. So the only place that it comes into an where there's an issue is in if there's a corner that's you have to put a little space. But I think I'm going to leave it like that because that is actually that might be kind of neat to have that just little bits here and there of what would that be, cross hatching versus just the or hashing. We're not hatching anything. I should do all of the diagonals first. Why don't I do that? Because I feel like it's taking longer than it should. And actually, let me do this while I'm doing this. And I will throw in the stuff that I usually throw in at the end, the informational things, and then we'll do a tad bit of shading in these, and that will be that. And I tell you this now because that way, if you want to bail, you can, or you can fast forward. It's up to you. So in the description section, this is what I always say at the end. Although occasionally, like I said, like now, I try to put it in the beginning so that way I might catch those that stop the video before I get to it. Well, first off, if you're enjoying it, if you enjoy me and my goofy style, if you click like, that would make my day. And then also, if you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, that would also make my day. And feel free to leave comments. Share it. All of those things help the algorithm, and the algorithm is what helps get the word out about the channel, and it tells it tells them, oh, this person liked this, oh, so maybe this person might also like it. So that's how it helps, like I say, gets the word out, and I appreciate that. In the description section, you'll find links to the step outs, and I always do my own version, as I mentioned, and then will link to the creator of the Tangle. Ooh, that gets a little confusing there, but that's okay. And right here, so sometimes I have to concentrate, so I'll pause as I find a need to concentrate. Also, in that description section, ways to connect with me if you wish. So there's a link to my website. There you will find where that I do classes. I do them twice weekly now, and actually on the twice weekly, it's two times on those days. It's Tuesday and Thursday my time that I teach. Thursday is always free. That's called Tangle Time. You will find that listed, and then there's one Tuesday that is also free. It's called Tough Tangle Tuesday. We have a lot of fun with that. And the other ones on Tuesday are paid classes. So if and I have them be a little bit more content and things, just because I'm cognizant of that. Your hard-earned money is paying for it, and I do my very, 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 very best to make it worth your while. And from what everybody says, it's working. So I also, here's the one I'm missing. I also, if you end up liking it, I have a membership club um, that is it's if you think you'll take one class a month from me, it's well worth your while because you get essentially two and now three classes. That the price at the time of this recording, it is beginning of May, 2023. The price is going to be going up because I have added a class. Um, so check it now. Check us out for free. You can watch the replays if you go to the YouTube channel, which if you click my picture or my name, that'll take you to the channel itself, and you can see all the playlists that I have. But you can watch some of the classes, the class replays that I have posted. We have a lot of fun. I have a different brand of Zen. We add in laughter and don't take ourselves seriously at all because I personally find that it's quite important. And there is a method behind my madness. Believe me. And we have a ton of fun. Would love to have you join us. So, all right, I'm done with that shading. I kind of like having the little bits here and there of dark with that. I kind of like it. It's neat. So here is a thought on shading. Just one thought. I'm going to put, some of these, just as you can see, a little ball of graphite. Here it's a half of a ball. Just at those tips. And we'll start there. And we'll spread it out. This is one where, like most, there's tons of ways that you could find to shade this. If you even want to. You don't have to. Oh, that looks neat. It kind of, oops. How did it all of a sudden go blurry? Is it doing the auto thing? No, it's not. I had it in focus. There we go. Sorry about that. I looked up at the screen to see, oh, look at how cool that looks. And then I find that it wasn't just my eyeballs. I was a little blurry. So sometimes with things like this, I like to start with a little ball of graphite and then, expand that. But then I pull some out like that separately so it doesn't look like it's so I don't see that edge. That's just me. Oh, I kind of just like that. And then, I kind of like those the way they are, but I'm very tempted to fill some of them in or to fill all of them in. But I think I'm going to just leave it. I like it. But that's you can have so much fun just playing with this just like that. But do check out the for more inspiration link. So that's from Beth, so you can see the extra variation that she has on there. And I think it was looks like it was just putting little, like I said, little extra ones, kind of filling up the space. So how fun. And if you enjoyed it, and I hope you did, again, click like, subscribe, all of that. Check out the description section. And I'm going to find a way to put this in there earlier yet. But if you happen to be on Facebook, we have an amazing, amazing group of people on our private Facebook group. So if you want to hang out with a bunch of wonderful Tangle addicts, we're a little nutty, but that's okay. Join us there. There's some membership questions to gain entry, just so you know, but would love to have you there, or at least you can follow me on Facebook. I have a link to my page there as well. So with that, thanks so much for watching, and I wish you happy tangling.